All right, so we have Theo Vaughn on Dave Portnoy's podcast. There are a few good moments from this. I'm going to start with Theo calling out Lil Dicky. If you're not familiar with who he is, he's a rapper, but he also does a TV show now called Dave. I think it's on FX. And Theo accused him of stealing some of his jokes and some of the stories that he tells. And Theo must have been pretty annoyed by it to bring it up on a podcast like this because he's usually pretty laid back. He seems like one of the more down-to-earth comedians. But the way he brought it up, it seems like something he wanted to get off his chest. But then once he brought it up, he seemed pretty reluctant to talk about it because everyone started asking him questions, obviously, because this was pretty surprising. Like Dave Portnoy's co-hosts, both at the same time, when Theo says that Lil Dicky's stealing his stuff, they're both just like, Lil Dicky's stealing your shit? But then he acts like he doesn't want to get into it at all, probably because he doesn't like drama, he doesn't like confrontation, but it seems like something that he's not happy about. So let's get into it here and see what he has to say.
And I would never steal a story from Shameless or anybody. My stories get stolen all the time.
Put that on the record. Theo Vaughn not stealing Shameless car theft stories.
Yeah. Shameless probably stole it
People
from him.
steal all my shit. Lil Dicky,
Yeah, maybe Shameless. Have you
Lil
told
Dicky
that
steals
story?
your shit?
That show steals so many of my jokes, man. It's crazy.
Like the show Dave?
Actually?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
What's one joke that you've seen that you're like, that's mine?
Too many.
All right, fair enough.
Wait, that's a Little Dicky show?
Yep,
Yeah.
Dave.
He's stealing your jokes.
I don't know I don't know what's going on, but they got a lot of barred content up in that bitch. I'll say that.
Huh.
But that's all right.
So you hate him?
I don't know him. But I know I don't borrow his shit.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Okay. But your face is on that poster, and you don't know how to post it on that poster either way.
So I'm just saying.
So I'll get to that poster later on, but first I want to talk about this a little more because Andrew Santino, he actually works on the show Dave, so maybe he has something to do with this. I'm not sure how close these two are. Maybe he's been telling Theo some things, or maybe Theo just watches the show himself and he's noticed that they've been stealing some of his stories and jokes. So somebody on Reddit actually did find one similarity here. If you remember Theo, he tells this story about when he was younger and he had a friend that had a dad. I think the dad was like an Elvis impersonator, and he was like the town drunk. And then for Christmas, he made his son a wooden shirt. And then on the episode of Little Dicky's show Dave, they go to a flea market or something, and somebody's there selling wooden shirts. And I guess that could be stolen from Theo. I don't know, because that just seems like a random thing that anybody could have come up with. I don't think Theo was the first person to think of a wooden shirt. But if there's a bunch of other bits that are also from Theo's stand-up or like his stories that he tells, then I could understand. And it sounds like there could be a lot more because Theo said that they stole a lot of shit from him. And, you know, he's a pretty honest guy, I feel like. And it'd be really strange if Theo was just making this up. He must have noticed a few different things. I can't imagine it's just the wooden shirt thing because I don't think that's enough to prove that somebody's stealing from you. And I wish I watched the show, but I don't. If anybody does and they notice anything, let me know down in the comments. Or maybe Theo will address it again because it sounded like something he wanted to talk about. Then he brought it up and he's like, yeah, I don't know if I should get into it. But if it's really annoying him and there's actually something there, I think he should get into it because I think most people trust what he has to say. He's not the kind of person that goes around calling people out and starting drama for no reason. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what comes of this. So now onto this flyer. I guess Barstool is hosting some boxing event called Rough and Rowdy, and Brendan Schaub has some kind of partnership thing with them where he does a fight companion for it. And on the flyers to promote the event, they had Joey Diaz and Theo Vaughn as guests on the fight companion, and Joey Diaz ended up backing out. And then on this podcast, Dave Portnoy brings up that Theo is on the flyers and that he's supposed to be doing it, and Theo didn't seem too happy about it, and he was acting like he knew, but nobody really asked him. They just kind of told him that he had to do it or something like that.
Doing the stream with, right?
I think so.
I've seen your face in the flyer.
So he's probably doing it.
We'll see.
I don't know. He gave me a little.
He's thinking about it.
He's like, are the numbers not right? What's going on? Are you doing the stream? No.
I don't know. I didn't make that deal. I don't know. I just got put on the flyer, I guess. I don't know.
Schaub. I saw it's Schaub. It's your face. Who are the other two faces on that flyer? Do you know the flyer I'm talking about?
It's Joey Diaz, but he got replaced. And then
Is Theo's face still on the flyer?
Yeah.
Plastered all over the flyer.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know a lot about this. I will look into it, though. I appreciate it.
Well, you appreciate it. We didn't. It wasn't through us.
Oh, well, it wasn't through me. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this is like we're being sex trafficked, bro. I don't know how this is happening, son. That's
so
what I'm
do
saying.
I have your permission to just put your face on any flyer that I want?
Yeah, look, I'll take the pub, but I didn't do it. Now, Rough and Rowdy, and that's where you guys and these are just Amazon drivers and stuff, and what they just beat each other.
So it sounds like Theo wasn't even too familiar with this. He might have figured it out right before the podcast. Maybe Dave asked him about it because he saw he was on the flyer. But the way Theo's talking about it, it sounds like he didn't really have a say in it. Like somebody either asked him to do it and he didn't give a response and they just took that as a yes, or somebody just put his face on there and they just figured he would do it. And as you could probably imagine, he ended up backing out of it. When Brendan was promoting it on Instagram, Theo commented, "My apologies for not making it to the stream." So that just kind of sucks. Theo and Joey Diaz backed out of it. And then Brendan, he posted a new flyer to Twitter with Adam22 on it. Hopefully he's going to be there because that's a decent guest. You know, it's a pretty big name. And I know Adam is familiar with some of the Brendan Schaub lore. He follows the Fight in the Kids subreddit. So we could get some interesting moments from that stream if Adam shows up. It sounds like it might have been pretty last minute. I mean, I think the stream is supposed to be today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Thick Boy Network. So make sure you check it out. You know, maybe Theo backing out of it was just some genius marketing tactic from Brendan. Maybe that's his way of trying to promote it. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about all this, then hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.